Just want to do a quick refresher on the process of updating notes, custom fields, details after the first phone call. So after you get the first phone call, the first step is actually to ask all the questions to ALM. Make sure to do that every time. If you're not able to get certain questions answered on the first phone call, then you could do that on the meetup or on the second phone call, depending on the way your conversation goes. But first conversation is pretty much, hey Bob, see you wanted to schedule a showing for this property this day and time. You go ahead and confirm that. And then from there, you just start on the notes. You go to the notes and you check here. You go to step 1, which is getting this criteria questions, which is like the location part of the Zillow Flex leads. So you go ahead and you click that, and you would get that started. Put the client's email here. That way all the information goes back to the note, and then you fill it out. If for some reason you're on the road and you just get that criteria question and you remember it off the top of your head, once you get back to wherever you could get back in front of your computer or your tablet, or if you're able to do it from your phone, you go ahead and you fill out that form at that point. Okay. And then we're going to go back here to the importance of everything else that's on the left side bar. All right, so you got your details section, and then you got your stages. So right here, your stages are going to be the most important part. These I want updated real time. There should be no problem updating that real time, because you could do it right from your phone app. You could do it from anywhere. There's no excuses on this part. And then once those are updated, you will always get a little pop-up on the note section with the stage name. So it'll say spoke with customer, met with customer, with the red alert on the side of it. You fill that out every time those pop up. Okay, so this is mandatory. You have to fill these out every time those pop up. All right, then we're gonna go ahead to the time frame. All right, this on the first phone call, it's gonna be automatically put, or it's gonna be blank. You could always just set it to 0 to 3 months in the very beginning, just to have it there, since it's a newer lead, and we'll update that once we get the actual information from the client, or depending how everything goes as we move along with them. All right. If you ever have to change this out of this 0 to 3 month stage, you already know, just mention me up here. Choose my name, mention me, tell me the reason why the time frame needs to be changed, and to what the time frame should be changed to, and pretty much we'll go from there. And I'll update everything, and I'll add the appropriate action plans. All right, from there we're going to scroll down here to the custom fields section. This part you guys don't have to worry about at all. We'll be updating this on our end. All you have to do is come right here to this important details part. So by answering these criteria questions, and we could use this for an example, we could get the time frame from the client. And like I said, just leave it at 0 to 3 months for now, until we have more details. And if you have to change it, I'll be the only one changing that. So just mention me on it. And then once you have these criteria questions answered on the first call, you should be able to answer all these questions fairly easily. So you can see here, this lead has no other realtors. So we're going to go ahead and click that down. No other realtors. The client type is a primary. So we're going to put a buyer, and then primary here. Was the criteria questions answered? Yes, they were. They were filled out on the form. So we're going to click yes on there. And qualification questions. So now these, they're to be asked either on the second phone call. If you have a good gap between the showing, like a day, then the second phone call would be getting a reconfirming the showing, and then going ahead and asking them the qualification questions, which once you click this little note button here, you just scroll down till you see qualifications, which is here. And then you could go ahead and ask them this on a second phone call. Always remember to put the client's email here. That way it goes back to our notes in our system. So yeah, you'll get that answered on the second phone call or on the first meetup. But for the sake of us knowing what's going on, you're going to go ahead and click the drop down. Like I said, very first phone call, most likely you're not going to be getting that answered. So you would just click no if you didn't get it answered. That way we know that those questions weren't answered, and the backend team could jump in if they need to. And we know that that wasn't asked. So if we feel the conversation is going good, we'll go ahead and ask those questions and get that information for you as well. All right. Then from here, once you have this criteria questions, you're going to go down here to the MLX IDX, right? So we have to know which system you have them set up on. We want everybody to be on automatic email unless they tell you that they don't want just automatic emails, that they want just specific properties. Then you have to save a search. You can add your link here and just copy and paste it from the MLS matrix. And that way you can easily search for them, on a day-to-day basis. So basically, if you use YLOPO to set them up, that's what the majority of the time I want YLOPO to be used. If the criteria is a little bit more detailed, they have a lot more criteria, then go ahead and use the matrix. But for the most part, they shouldn't, they should be fairly simple, like conventional loans, no hope or stuff like that. You could go ahead and use the YLOPO. If you didn't set it up, just put not set up. So you're doing this all after the first phone call. So you just do not set up if it wasn't. If you did set it up, then you put activated. And if they're on matrix, you put on matrix. Same thing with the matrix setup here. Same drop down, same answers. So just answer them accordingly. And that should be it for the custom fields at that moment. This lending part could get filled out after you get all the information from the lender once we get them to that point. All right, then the last part is the background notes. So you're just going to copy and paste this whole background note and just paste it to the sidebar here. I also added a Google form in here. That way, if somebody mentions that they're looking for a condo, I have all the condo qualifications here in this form. You just go ahead and click that, put the email, go ahead and ask them the questions, and all the notes will be updated and sent over here. So we'll see it on the top of the notes. And we'll be able to paste that information into this section right here. And that should be it for the whole first part and the left side bar. Like I said, that is very important. So I want the team to practice this. I don't want to see too much delay in this information being input. I know you're out doing showings, so within 24 hours, I want this information updated. Let me know if you have any questions. If you don't understand something, we're always here. Just shoot me a message.